Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to ask you an honest question, and I request you to give me an honest answer. Should it turn out that William Samoei Ruto is going to win his second term, what do you think will happen to this nation? Atagazwe ameshinda fairly and squarely. Unafikiri nchi hii itakuwa ya aina gani? Ni mambo gani ambayo yanaweza kutokea? You know, many people have not actually looked at what would happen if William Samoei Ruto would win the second term. According to me, this is what would happen to this country and Kenyans in general. If you are the kingmaker and now the king rises to the throne, you become the first victim. You'll be the first person to be destroyed. Kingmakers will always destroy. Will also be destroyed. Kings will always be destroying the kingmakers. What do I mean here? That the first casualty of William Samoei Ruto, if he were to win the second term, will be Raila Amolo Odinga. Raila Amolo Odinga would be destroyed, politically speaking. That would be the end of Raila Amolo Odinga. You know what is happening is that William Samoei Ruto is not showing his true colors. The Ruto we are seeing is not the real Ruto. There is another Ruto that would emerge in the second term. Number 2.
Kelele mimi sitaki. Tunaelewana? Hii siasa makelele ni siasa mbaya. Nyinyi vijana nataka niwaambie. Mimi nataka niwapangie kazi ya ajira. Mambo ya kuja kupiga makelele kwa mkutano mimi sitaki. Musikie vizuri. Sijui kama tunaelewana. Sisi tumekuja hapa kupanga mambo ya maendeleo ya Meru. Mambo ya barabara ni ya muhimu, ni kweli ama si kweli? Mambo ya kilimo ni ya muhimu, ni kweli ama si kweli? Mambo ya stima ni muhimu, ni kweli ama si kweli? Kusomesha watoto wetu ni muhimu, ni kweli ama si kweli? Tabia kama hii mimi sitaki tena. Kwa mkutano ya rais mimi sitaki watu wa kupiga makelele. Ninyi mnanisikia? Hii ni kukosa heshima. Mimi nataka kila kiongozi apatiwe heshima. Na mimi nataka niwaambie hivi. Sikizeni vizuri. Watu wa Meru tunaelewana?
Number 2 is that Kenyans will be heavily taxed. There will be punitive taxes. Kenyans will cry. William Samoei Ruto will tax anything and everything in this country. And this will make the cost of living to go very, very high. Life will not be affordable under the second term of William Samoei Ruto. Also, corruption will escalate. You will need to bribe and oil the hands of almost everybody for you to get services in government. You know, one thing I know about William Samoei Ruto, I have not seen William Samoei Ruto very keen on fighting corruption. And this is the first term, ladies and gentlemen. What about the second term? I think corruption is likely to threaten the fabrics and the walls of our nation, because it is likely to turn out to be an issue of national security. The country is also likely to be heavily indebted. Yale madeni ambayo tutaachiwa hamtaamini. I saw John Badley celebrating about the many loans that Kenya is going to receive from World Bank, IMF, sijui what. And I don't know why we have to keep on celebrating debts. Mikopo ambayo tunalipa, we pay with our blood, we pay with our sweat. Wakati ambapo watoto wanazaliwa wakiwa na madeni jameni. This is what is going to happen to our country. I think we have to be very, very careful, because normally president shows their true colors in the second term. If you remember, Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta could not actually try to interfere with William Samoei Ruto. But in the second term, he said that enough is enough, and he had to overlook him and do whatever he was doing. there is likely to be an economic meltdown. The economy will go down. I'm looking at the way Ruto is managing the economy. The situation is not very rosy. If the rains fails this year, you see what will happen in this country. We will take our balls and start begging. We are literally a begging nation. That is what is likely to happen to our country. I'm looking at the education sector and the health sector. These two sectors are very, very vital. They are also likely to collapse. The education sector is facing the greatest challenge, especially in higher levels, especially in the university. And now today as we speak, and it is his first term, what is happening? Many parents cannot afford to take their children to universities. They cannot afford. I am looking at the hospitals. Look at the SHA. This is something that will bring down the health sector. There will be a crisis in this country if William Samoei Ruto wins the second. You know, he not care so much when he wins the second term. He not care. Bora tu kuna maisha ambayo yanaendelea. Again, I'm looking at the way Kenyans have been crying about the issues of abductions, extrajudicial killings, and so on and so forth. These things are likely to escalate. You're likely to see many Kenyans missing. We are likely to see more abductions in this nation. Because if it is happening in his first term, you can imagine what can happen in his second term when he will not care whether he's going to be elected or not. So, as ODM try to rally its troop behind William Samoei Ruto, let us look ahead into our country and see what is likely to happen. Because if this nation fails, it's going to affect all of us. And when you look at the direction, the trajectory that you have taken, you can agree with me that we are not headed in the right direction. Normally, people complain after electing a leader. But when they are told that this is likely to happen, wanaona tu kama ni mchezo. Lakini hapo unakumbuka vile ambavyo tuliambiwa na Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. Wengi wakasema hapana, Uhuru sijui ni mlevi, sijui nini. Na ni heri huyu ambaye hata akichukua na tuletea kidogo. Today everybody is crying. Bado mambo bado. Ukishagaya Musa utaona ya Firauni. Kwamba sikio la kufa halisikii dawa. Tuelewane hivi. Sikio la kufa halisikii dawa. As you cast your vote in 2027, think of what will happen to this nation. Don't look at the tribe. Don't. Just look at somebody who is competent, excellent, and somebody who has the interest of this nation at heart. That is my take, ladies and gentlemen. As usual, I request you to like this video. And if possible, you can share. Have a blessed day. Bye-bye.